how does digital transformation translate during that conversation to you? What is it? What are some of the words that come up with that? Okay. Well, I apologize. It's not working. I have a fly in there. Jargon. Jargon, that's a good one. Yeah, Kyler, I had an animation in there. It doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, maybe like buzzword. I'll just answer because I like to be
Okay.
practical, right?
Okay.
How about buzzword or intangible?
Yes. So some of the words that I came up with are strategy, right? Digital transformation is strategy. Some of the other words that I've had is that it is to provide innovation, or it is to help with customer satisfaction. So some of these things that we're talking about digital transformation are around this system itself. So the traditional definition of digital transformation is focusing on that system perspective alone. It doesn't really bring into context the other aspects of what that really means to be successful. Yes, using your IT to transform your business. Yes, absolutely. So again, understanding what digital transformation is from what is traditionally to what it needs to be is what we're going to be focusing on today. And trust me, folks, the graphics were cool. I apologize. I should have tried it sooner. So I can actually send this PowerPoint out when we're done. There we go. Here you go. Efficiency and convenience for customers. Innovation. Strategic, right? What is a strategic plan, or this is part of the strategic plan or strategic direction. And the most common is the implementation of an ERP or an MES system or a CRM or another solution. So looking at those words really ties into the traditional definition of a digital transformation, which is the adoption of technology provided by a company. And this is courtesy of the internet, so can't really put some air quotes around it. But the common goal for it is to improve efficiency, value, and or innovation. But can we solely rely on that to successfully get there? That's a question. I would say no. I would say we have to look at some other things. It's not just a system perspective. So within the framework of a digital transformation, we have to look at the digital workplace. So when we look at the digital workplace, the few things that come to mind, there's two main. The first is, can anybody guess it? Technology. So yes, the digital workplace surrounds technology, but what does it also speak to? It speaks to the leadership. What is the direction? What is the strategy? What are the goals? What are the targets that we need to get to for our digital workplace and technology? But there are also other things that we need to take into consideration. One of my favorite is culture. Is our culture ready for this? What type of culture do we have? Do we have an inclusive culture? Do we have a culture that, says we support ideas and feedback, but it really doesn't? So we need to identify where we're at in that space when we start planning for our digital transformation. What are the business practices? As well as what are the process flows? What are the work streams that we're going to be working within? Do they support a digital transformation? How much information are we going to be able to pull out of this if we don't have the culture that gives us the information? So all of these areas are interconnected, and we really need to understand what they're telling us in order for us to put a great plan together. Yes, technology, structure, people, and process. Absolutely. I'm drinking some water. Okay. Any questions? Yay, team. Okay. So digital transformation, according to, I forgot his name, Mr. Schwab. I had it on the This is the fourth industrial revolution, which focuses on integrating and infusing not just the data perspective, the technology perspective, but also the human perspective. Like this new wave that we've entered in, and it's actually coming to the second wave, we have to be able to rapidly deploy. We have to be able to interconnect how we're using the technology along with how our team members are using it. So as we move into this new phase or this new wave of the core industrial revolution to this, we have to be able to make sure we understand all three sides of this pyramid. So, for example, from a people perspective, is my organization optimized for success? Do all of my team members understand what's going on? Do they accept the change? Are they afraid of the change? What is their perspective around the change? From a process perspective, do my processes align with my business objectives? Are they optimized? Do we have to do a current state to future state assessment to understand the transition period in between? What are the plans around that? From a people and culture perspective, are my teammates, do I encourage their honest feedback? Or is it, I don't want to say anything because of X, Y, and Z? So we really need to understand these two pieces to help support the technology. And even with the technology, are we leveling our technology appropriately? That is it's a huge question in terms of what are we going to select and how is it going to help and promote our business objectives?